We cross over now to Kibra. Let's take a look at what is happening on the ground there.
Kuja inside. So we actually caught up in the middle of actually a battle between the police and protesters here. This is the junction that leads to Katwekera. And what is happening right now is that the demonstrators actually rattled the police as they were actually marching towards town, and the police are trying to contain them in this specific area. So for the past about 20 minutes or so, we have been witnessing the police lobbing tear gas canisters just to repel them from actually going any further towards town. And of course, we have seen all of the protesters here as well retaliating. You can see those pictures there. They are just throwing stones towards where the police are actually standing. But witnessed running battles as well here. And what the police are doing is that they're trying to contain them here in the area. But as you can see, we are struggling to get those pictures because we are caught right in the middle. There are some who are throwing stones from the northern side, and there are some who are throwing stones from the southern part. And this is what has been going on here for the past 20 minutes. And of course, they are trying to go to town, of course, for the demonstrations that were announced today by the Azimio la Umoja party leader, Raila Odinga. And of course, the police here are actually trying to contain them here. And you can see there are quite irate youth just throwing stones at the police. Our vehicle has actually also been destroyed, the windscreen, because of the stones that are being pelted towards our direction. But we are safe at the moment. But I can tell you the situation on the ground is a bit bad at the moment because of what you're seeing here. They are also attacking the media, which is quite unfortunate to see here. But of course, we are trying to be under the wing of the police here, as you can see there. And just to show you, this is our vehicle, NTV vehicle, that has just been hit on the windscreen. But our driver, Mbao, I believe he's okay. Let's see whether he's fine. Mbao, are you okay?
I'm okay, bro.
What happened exactly?
They had thrown a stone which has smashed away with the screen.
So they are throwing stones from the southern side, as I said, and also the northern side. As you can see, we're actually just dodging stones here, and it's quite unfortunate because the police are actually doing their job just to keep them off from actually accessing town, as I said earlier. So for now, you can see those pictures, and they are using slings as well to throw stones. So we have to actually take cover at the moment. So if you will allow us just to take cover, but of course, just to bring you these exclusive pictures, the police continue lobbing tear gas canisters just to keep the demonstrators away from actually accessing the CBD. And of course, remember, they had come out in large numbers from the slums area in Katwekera, and they had actually just met at the junction, regrouping at the junction in order to actually move towards town in large numbers. And what we have also witnessed here is that businesses are closed. The shops here are closed, and of course, this is because of the uncertainty that was there in terms of security. And of course, the businesses have been closed here in Kibra. But as you can see, the police are trying to actually contain the situation here. Security has been bolstered in Kibra and other parts of Kibra. This is around Olympic Primary, just next to where the Katwekera junction is. And this road, you can access town using the road south on the southern side, and of course on the northern side. And of course, now we are actually caught in the middle. But of course, we are your ears and eyes on the ground just to bring you these exclusive pictures from Kibra. As you can see there, the police are now actually advancing towards where the youth there are pelting stones from. And you can see there, they're just running towards that direction to actually try and contain the situation. And we are just going to run just to see whether we can actually get better pictures of what is going on around there. Yes, indeed, I can see the police officers there actually advancing towards the direction where the youth actually was standing earlier, throwing stones. And this area actually is quite insecure at the moment because of the unrest here. And as I said earlier, you can see businesses are being closed here. And this is actually stomping ground for Raila Odinga, and that is why you can see the youth here coming out in large numbers to actually attend these demonstrations. If I could just catch my breath for a moment. So we have actually been running for quite some time now, and you can see there they've actually moved further back, and the police are lobbing tear gas canisters just to repel them and to make sure they move a bit further from the junction where they're trying to access the town center. This is about 9 kilometers from town, and the youth were actually planning to walk all the way to town. And you can see there they're actually throwing stones. It's quite a sport here to actually run around here as the police try to contain the situation here. Now I can confirm that they have moved further back from actually where they were standing earlier, and you can see there the police actually loading their tear gas guns there, tear gas canisters, launching guns there, of course. And this is what is happening here in Kibra. We are just seeing retaliatory attacks from the youth who are actually trying to access the CBD, and they had actually regrouped here just a few moments ago, trying to actually march towards town. That is what is happening, but the police actually are trying. Dixon. So actually, it's difficult to actually point out where they're actually hiding, because these are shacks. So they could be hiding anywhere behind these shacks. And of course, it's difficult rather, to actually point out where the stones are coming from. And this is what, as I said earlier, has been happening here at the junction leading to Katwekera from Olympic and Ayanyi here in Kibra. And it's actually an incident that occurred about 20 minutes ago. The police are trying to contain the situation here.
All right, those pictures coming out of Kibra. I want to appreciate Melita Oletenges for being our eyes and our ears. But of course, Melita, no picture is worth your life. Do keep as safe as you possibly can while executing your mandate. Yeah, so those are pictures coming out of Kibra.